Hello! We have just left Malmön, where we spent a really nice day with our friends from area.
The big red boat that you can see here, the only sailboat.
And now we have prepared a lot of stuff, so we feel ready to do a night sailing on our way to Finland. So we're gonna go around this island now, and then we're out on the Gulf of Bothnia, and then we're just going straight across it, which will take us quite some hours. If the wind is good, I think maybe 10 hours. So our plan is to sail through the night. Now it is 5:30 in the evening. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm pretty excited. I haven't done a full night sailing before, and Paul actually also hasn't, I think. No?
Not a full night.
Not a full night. And we're gonna try to make some updates on the way to show you how it is sailing a full night on open water. We're pretty excited about it.
Okay, route-wise, we left Örnsköldsvik yesterday evening and sailed, not evening, but yesterday we left Örnsköldsvik and sailed here through the small inlet to Malmön, which was a lot of tacking because we had the wind right against us. And now we are here and leave out in that direction. And if I zoom out, there you see a long orange line. This will be our course for the night, and it will take us away from the Swedish coast all the way to the Finnish coast, close to Vasa. And we don't know yet how far we will go, so we set a route where we will get to an harbor quite early, already after 50 miles, but this is more like a safety for us, so that we know that we can go somewhere. But if we feel good, then we will follow to the south and continue the coast for quite a bit more. And this will be eventually our final destination for that route. So this is the maximum, that is Kiili. And this is already half the way down to the Åland archipelago. So if I zoom out more, you see all the Gulf of Bothnia, it's here, and so we cross over and go halfway south to the Åland Islands. Let's see how far we make it. The weather prediction is quite nice. We will have very light wind for the beginning. That is not optimal, but it's good to groove into the sailing again, and then after 2 or 3 hours maybe the wind will pick up from the north, so we can sail a good half wind course over the Gulf of Bothnia, and then we will turn towards the south, and then we will have the wind from the back. So it should be a very nice sail. Nothing too dramatic is forecasted. A maximum of maybe 25 knots in gusts when we're close to shore in Finland, but for the night it should be quite calm with a maximum of, let's say, 17 to 20 knots in gusts, but more 15 maybe. So very good sailing weather, and hopefully almost no waves. We had very calm days before, so there's no old swell on the ocean, and we will hopefully have a smooth sail. You will find out later.
Okay, so here's the first update. It is now 6 o'clock and we have picked up quite some speed. It's very nice right now. We have the wind coming from the south, but later today it should turn to coming from the north actually, and I think in between we will have a little break with not that much wind. But right now we're doing 6 knots, which actually means that we would already be at the final destination tomorrow at 1. So that's quite nice, but I guess the speed will vary quite a lot during this long trip, so we're excited to see how it will go on. And Paul is just getting comfy. down there taking a break. And for this long trip we've actually decided to take shifts of 2 hours. So I'm doing my first shift right now, and then in 1.5 hours Paul will be coming up, and then we do an exchange, and then in the 2 hours that we're not sailing we try to get some sleep and eat something, so there's always someone who is not hungry and not tired. That's at least the goal. But I think right now yeah, we both have quite some energy, but Paul is just resting a little to make sure that we will get well through the night.
It's 5:23 now, and it's almost time 7. Oh yeah, I had the UDC time. So it's 7:23. It's about the time to change shifts, and I had some time to sleep a little. Well, I didn't sleep, but to relax. And now I will briefly take over. And just to show you where we are right now, there's you. And here all the way to the back we have the Küste.
The wind is picking up now and also, as promised, it's changed now from coming from the south to coming from the north, and already now it is much more wind than we had just before. And to prepare for this long trip we have a lot of snacks here. I collected some blueberries today. Now we have some candies and raisins, some chocolate bars, some cookies, some instant snacks, a lot of peanuts and other nuts. So there's a lot of stuff here that we can snack on the way. And also we made a big portion of chili sin carne that we can heat up at some point and eat. So I think we should be okay for quite a while. It is 10 o'clock now, and the small lights that we have in the cockpit just turned down because now they sense that it's getting dark, and we have very little wind right now, but somehow we're just waiting for the moment for it to pick up again, because it should definitely accelerate at some point just around now. So we already put the mainsail in the first reef, and when the wind comes we are ready.
Okay, it's almost 11:30 now, and yes, it's getting dark, but Leo is having a lot of fun. I was just sleeping, and now I'll cook some tea. Yeah, a good 10 knots of wind, and yes, the wind direction is I'll just restart, and we have a very nice northwestern wind now, and we are pretty fast. And here in the front you can see the navigation lights already turned on, so that other boats can see us. Woo! Dark ocean!
We just had another shift change. It's 3:15, or I think by now it's maybe 3:30. And I actually think that now that we are seeing Finland, that means that we're in a different time zone. So I think technically it's maybe 4:30, but I'm not 100% sure about that. We've had a pretty rough night with a lot of wave and a lot of wind, but right now it's calmed down quite a lot, and we shifted the sails, so now instead of going straight to the east, we're actually going a little to the south. So we've reached the southern side of the archipelago in front of Vasa, but as the next couple of days are only going to be southern wind and we want to go south, we thought that we might as well just continue down the coast today, now that we have the wind and can do it. So now we are going down the coast, and we'll keep sailing until we're too tired and then find a harbor. We have a couple of different options laid out already. So it is 8 o'clock now, and I just finished a shift, and we're going straight to the south right now along the Finnish coast, and I'm very tired, and I think Paul is very tired too. I think we've had each maybe 3 times 1 hour of sleep, although I don't think Paul ever really fell asleep. But I think with the southernmost goal that we had set, we're going to be there around 12 or maybe at 1. So I think we can definitely make it there. So that's what we're trying right now. I almost cannot believe it, but it is 1 o'clock and we made it to Finland. What's that, Paul?
It's a white, blue flag, and I think it could be the Finnish.
It could be Finnish.
Flag.
Yoo-hoo!